evening and welcome to another edition of Hgp Sport. For today, I'm Jaden Samuels. Thanks for joining us. Cycling news. Construction of a velodrome could again become a subject for conversation between the Guyana Cycling Federation and the National Sports Commission. This came up at a press conference on Wednesday to make public Guyana's hosting of its maiden international cycling meet. Let's take a look. Guyana cyclists continue to improve in its overseas representation with the August 10 and 11 hosting of this year's Junior Caribbean Cycling Championship set for Bartica, featuring over 20 countries. Apart from developing sports generally, this new venture could pave the way for an improved and robust sports tourism package for Guyana and more so the community of Bartica. On March 16 this year, Bartica for the first time hosted a major cycling meet featuring the country's top locals, and after 2 months has been chosen to host the August Championships after Jamaica opted out. A press briefing on Wednesday with the Guyana Cycling Federation, the National Sports Commission and TAG revealed that the participating countries will start arriving on August 8. Talking about the meet and what it will do for local tourism, President of the Tourism and Hospitality Association of Guyana, Mitra Ramkumar, had this to say.
And so Guyana is the new hot destination. People want to come here. So what we need to do is to ensure that whenever people come, whatever is the purpose of the visit, that they meet a friendly and hospitable country, a destination that is open for tourism, open for business, open for sports, whatever is your reason for travel, that you come here and then we are prepared for you.
The route for the August meet has already been selected and will cover a distance of 7 miles, and according to Mayor Gifford Marshall, it will be big. Okay, the route that was used on the 16th of March, is that the same route that would be used in August?
No. They've made some changes. As a matter of fact, that circuit was just under 2 miles. The circuit for this international event. The circuit for this international event is just under 7 miles. So they've made some adjustments. This time it will start in the center of the town, head up the Bartica Pattaya Road, and then come back and finish in the center of the town. So it's a beautiful route. It's one in which we believe that patrons will find very exciting, and we look forward to a very great event.
With Guyana cyclists competing, improving, and bringing home the bacon more consistently, is there a velodrome in the near future? Answering this question was Christopher Jones, who had this to say.
So that the youngsters will be able to shine and expose themselves. So having said all of that, essentially is that we're seeing cycling taking off. That conversation could now restart, Mr. Burrows, because I know a few years ago when I first came to the office, when he came and met me, he mentioned that. But that was just the conversation. But in terms of what you have been seeing thereafter, it wasn't there. And we're seeing that. So essentially, that conversation can be re-engaged with a view of us seeking to identify a land to accommodate such a space. The conversation can be restarted.
Guyana's representation at this year's championship will come from the top juniors. Jaden Samuels, Hgp Sport. Stanford Howard now tells us that the collaboration between Guyana Committee of Services and Guy Bisco will run off its third annual Rising Stars 5K road race at the National Park. Here is that story.
This year, the meet is scheduled to be bigger and better, with 7 categories set to take part in this year's 5K race at the National Park, starting at 3 p.m. on Monday, the 27th of May. The event, which is a collaborative effort between beverage distributor Guy Bisco and the Committee of Services, which is known for helping athletes across the country in various ways, including international meets and medical expenses. Speaking to the media on Thursday, Lyndon Jumby Jones said that to make this event more special, they have brought seasoned Kenyan athlete Godfrey Mumbe on board. Mumbe has experience competing in Europe and North America. Guyana Committee of Service Committee member Leslie Blacks gave some details about the meet and what patrons can look forward to on that day.
In the National Park, we come out in National Park into Thomas Road, and then we take St. Road and we go into Kaifester Drive, and then we come into Camp Street, we turn left into Camp Street, into Thomas Road again, and then we finish, turn left into the National Park entrance and finish in the national park by the GT&T bandstand. So actually, we don't want to send the athletes too long. We just want to make it a quick event. And after then, we have a lot of giveaways. Somebody in the media too might be lucky to be a millionaire.
Blacks also added that anyone can take part in the event, even if they are not affiliated with a particular club, as he encouraged persons to come out and walk or jog along. College Venture Marketing Coordinator of Guy Bisco spoke on the benefits of the collaboration between Guyana Committees of Service in hosting the event.
So we decided to partner with Guyana Community of Service because we recognize the good work that they have been doing over the years in helping and assisting people in need, right? And we realize that that is something that we want to be a part of as a distributor, right? We're not only into the business for making profit and so on. We want to show that we want to obligate ourselves to our corporate social responsibility, and hence we decided to partner and be a part of this event. Coming
off his win in the C2C 5K race in the Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago last weekend, Godfrey Mumbe, who hailed from Kenya, said he's pleased to be invited to such a tournament, stating that he wanted to be here 3 years ago. He explained that he has had many years' experience running in the Caribbean and looked forward to meeting Guyanese athletes.
Well, in sports, anything can happen, and we believe everyone is strong. You never know who will win the race, but always be positive. I'm here to win the race. But if someone else will be there to win the race, let the best winner win.
For Hgp Sport, I am Stanford Howard.
Let's turn our attention to some cricket news, taking a look at the Guyana Amazon Warriors 2019 CPL squad. How strong is it? Can the locals bring it home for the first time? Let's take a look. Shadab Khan, the Pakistan all-rounder who played a key role in Knight Riders' title triumph in 2017 with 12 scalps, will now represent Guyana Amazon Warriors alongside Nicholas Puran and again Shamron Hetmyer. On the other hand, Kyron Pollard, the big-hitting all-rounder, has shifted his base to Knight Riders from St. Lucia Stars. Meantime, Alex Hales, Lassit Malinga and Isuru Udanda were the big picks in the 2019 Caribbean Premier League draft, with the trio earning $160,000 each in the first round. Barbados Tridents bought Hales, with Malinga and Udanda being snapped up by St. Lucia Stars and St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, respectively. The Guyana Amazon Warriors squad reads Shadab Khan, Nicholas Puran, Shoaib Malik, Shamron Hetmyer, Ben Lawlin, Chris Green, Kimo Paul, Shafrain Rutherford, Brandon King, Romario Shepherd, Odin Smith, Keegan Simmons, Chandar Paul Hemaraj, Versami Parmal, Anthony Bramble, Clinton Pastano, and Sobra Netravalkar. Meanwhile, Andrew Russell and Dwayne Bravo, the Caribbean Stars, were retained by Jamaica Talawas and Trinbago Knight Riders, respectively. Knight Riders also opted to retain the likes of Solin Narayan, Colin Monroe, Dinesh Ramdin, and Kerry Peer, while also managing to retain most of the core team from 2018. Jaden Samuels, Hgp Sport. Just a week before the 2019 World Cup, West Indies Vice-Captain Christopher Gale says there is nothing to prove. The only thing now is to win the World Cup. That's the goal for me. Wants us to play well here in England, bring those smiles to the faces of our fans and lift the trophy at Lord's. This is the big stage event and everyone is looking forward to it. All the guys have been putting in the work. We will be ready to start against Pakistan. As he spoke to members of the media following the team's training session, the experienced 39-year-old said he's eagerly looking forward to the upcoming ICC Cricket World Cup. This will be Gale's 5th appearance in the marquee event and said his aim is to win the top prize, which could mark a high point in his outstanding career. Gale started the year well in the one-day international format with scores of 135, 50, 162 and 77 against England during the home series in the West Indies. Still more cricket news. The West Indies lost their first warm-up match ahead of the World Cup against Australia after being bowled out for 229. Here is Samuel Gillis with the details.
Carlos Brathwaite and opener Evan Lewis both worked the ball on May the 22nd in a practice match against Australia cricket team. They both made half centuries, but it was not enough to win the game. West Indies was dismissed for 229 in the 47th over. In reply, Australia's former captain Steve Smith carved out a polished 76 from 84 balls, and Marsh finished unbeaten on 55 or 59 deliveries as the Aussies cruised to an uncomplicated target in the 39th over. Smith posted 53 for the second wicket with Finch before adding 109 for the third wicket with Marsh. Smith counted 7 fours and 2 sixes, while Marsh notched 7 boundaries. West Indies, currently involved in preparation camp, will take on South Africa in the first of their 2 official warm-ups in Bristol on Sunday. For Hgp Sport, I am Samuel Gillis.
That concludes our cast for this evening. I'm Jaden Samuels, reminding you to say yes to life, yes to sport, and no to drugs. Good night.